Okay, so we're chatting to Chris Sebastian, who's just performed at the Christian Media Conference at the Gold Coast. How'd it go today, mate?
Really, really well. I'm stoked to be a part of it and glad to be invited.
Yeah. Tell us about your latest album you've recorded.
Yeah, so it was terrifying because I did the whole thing.
Yeah.
So I wrote it, recorded it, part-time mixed it. So if it was bad, it was kind of like I was the only one that was responsible for it. So I'm glad it worked out.
Yeah. And how did you get into music and singing?
Church. Yeah. I mean, I Sunday school all the way through to youth group and then ended up leading through Youth Alive and the whole thing, and now I'm at Hillsong. So yeah.
Have you been a part of the team there at all?
Yeah. So when I'm not touring or doing something a bit too crazy, I've just gotten back into it. Actually, just joined the team again. So I adore it. They're just the sweetest people on earth, and it's great to be part of a team that's just knocking down walls all around the world. So.
Yeah. And do you ever do covers of guys' songs? Yeah.
I don't think I could. It's like blasphemy almost. Couldn't do it.
Do you guys ever perform together? Is that something you've ever thought about doing?
A little bit, because we're both doing. I mean, he does it obviously on a bigger scale, but when we hang out, honestly, we play Xbox or cricket. It's not. And recently, he's just gotten into golf, which is awesome because I've been playing it for a while. So, it's not often that we do music when we actually get to hang out. So,
cool. And how do you get inspired when you write your songs?
Honestly, from things around me. A friend of mine just went through a real crazy divorce, and I just got married, so for me that's not like a very real thing. So I couldn't write from my experience. I wrote from his, and I do that a lot. I write from things that I see and experiences that I see going on around me.
Yeah. Oh, cool. And tell us about who inspires you. What kind of artists do you love listening to?
It's way too broad. I love country. Yeah. There's some opera that I really like. The other day I listened to like a violin instrumental. So honestly, it comes from anywhere.
Okay.
I grew up in R&B and that's sort of my home, but anything and everything.
Yeah. And what about in Christian music? Is there any Christian artists that you've enjoyed over the years?
Well, I can't not say Hillsong. I adore what they do. I'm obsessed with elevation worship at the moment.
Yeah.
Bethel are doing some really cool stuff. But on the gospel scene, there's guys like J-Moss. Yeah. If you got a second, he's like an R&B fiend. He's just an absolute weapon of a singer. Yeah. So he's another guy that I listen to a lot.
Oh, cool. And what about social media for you? Is that a great way to connect with your fans?
It is. I find myself posting more golf stuff than I do music. I think I'm just going through a bit of an obsession phase. So I think once that's over, I'll post a bit more music stuff.
Cool. Well, mate, congratulations on the new album and everything. We hope that many doors open and